Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Brass Monkey X, and welcome to another episode of BenchTop Banter. So, on today's episode, I'm going to show you guys some woodworking that I've been working on. So it's my anniversary coming up on November 11th, and this is our 5th anniversary, which happens to be, if you go by traditional gifts, it would be the wood anniversary. And you guys know that I'm a woodworker, so I've been working on this project here, this little gift for my wife that I've been trying to keep secret, which is why I haven't posted anything about it. And normally I'd post a video through every step of the project, and I didn't want her to see it until November 11th. So here we are. It's actually November 9th right now, and I'm all done with the project. I'm just filming the video today. I'm not going to post it until at least the 11th though, so she doesn't see what it is. But this is it, guys. This is what I've been working on for the past couple of weeks that I haven't been showing you guys. So it's a keepsake box that I made for my wife here. So I tried to incorporate a bunch of things that she likes. Like, number one, her favorite color is orange. So I got this orange wood. I don't know how to pronounce it properly. It's spelled Padauk. Padauk. I don't know how you would even say that, but it's a real nice looking wood, nice hard wood. I mean, it wasn't too difficult to work with, and it looks great. I mean, the sawdust was really annoying. I got orange dust all over everything working on this thing, but yeah, we went with the Padauk wood, whatever you call it, and I wanted to incorporate some zebra wood to give it a nice lighter touch to it, a lighter accent. But I felt like it was missing something. So I also went with some purple heart accents here too, all around the edge here. And up on the top you can see I encircled the zebra wood with the purple heart. I think it came out pretty good. I really like the colors. Let's see, I put these butterfly latches on here for her. She's a big fan of butterflies, so I put those on there. I put those decorative corner guards, I guess you would call them, on there. Put a couple of those on all the way around. I put some feet on this thing too. We have a little thing for goats in our house. So I got these little goats to put on here as the feet. I think those are pretty cool. My wife's a Leo, and she's big into the lions, so on either side, I've got these. I guess they were just like draw pulls, but I mean, they work as little handles for her there, so she could pick up the box, move it around, or whatever. And then we're not done yet. There's a few more features here. Oh, on the bottom. Hold on one second. Let me flip this over for you. It's hard to do with one hand. Hold on. So if we look at the bottom here, sorry about that, guys. I actually put a Alice in Wonderland print on the bottom here. This was just a piece of 1/2-inch plywood I had on the bottom to make up the bottom half, because I wanted it to stay really light because I knew I was going to want to put something on here. So I got this print from the internet. It has this nice little quote on it. Alice in Wonderland is her favorite book, so I snuck this on there. Hopefully that surprises her. She's going to flip it over and see that and not expect that coming. That was a process, though, to do this. I wanted to make sure I used a real light wood so that I could transfer the ink over. And what I did was I found a nice image online. Okay, I saved that image onto my computer, mirrored the image and flipped it over so that it would print out backwards. And then what I did was I printed it out on a piece of used label paper. Like, you know when you buy that paper to make a bunch of mailing labels and you peel the labels off and it has that real smooth paper underneath? Well, if you print onto that paper, the ink won't soak into the paper and it just sits on the paper, and you can transfer it onto wood, which is what I did here. So what I did was I printed it out onto that label paper. I pressed the paper onto the bottom of the box here, okay, I taped the edges down so that it wouldn't move around on me. And for about 5 minutes or so, I just kind of, with my fist, worked the ink into the wood. And then peeled it off, and we were good to go. It was in there. So what I did was I let it dry overnight so that the ink wouldn't run. And I came in here with I used a spray polyurethane, and I sprayed over it. And after I sprayed over it, I just finished it. After that dried, I just finished it the way I finished the rest of the box, which I'll get to in a second. But let me go ahead and flip this back over. I'll finish showing you guys what we did here. Oh, sorry about the view, guys. But yeah, that's the outside of the box, okay? And then inside, flip these latches up. Open it up, and again, her favorite color is orange, so I went with the orange on the inside. I just got this felt off of like Amazon. It was just peel and stick. You just peel the back, stick it on, you're good to go. I used 2 of these. I don't know what you call them. I guess they're kind of like hinges, but they prevent the top from falling all the way backwards. It like holds it in place so that it doesn't fall all the way. And then the coolest feature, I think, is this right here. Okay? You might be thinking, what the hell is that? Why is there a big hump on the side of the box there, man? What'd you do? But what I did was I bought a music box, and I took it apart. I took all the insides out, and I built a music box into her Keepsake box here. So if you turn this on, you go ahead and twist the key and play it. It goes ahead and plays You Are My Sunshine, which is also one of her favorite songs. So I thought she'd love that feature. That's going to be really cool. All right, so those are some of the features here, and let me tell you how I actually got to this point. So what I did was I got the wood. They're only about 2-inch pieces of wood. That's how wide they were. Okay, and I cut them all down to whatever length I needed. Just glued everything together, and I made panels out of it. So I made the front panel, the side panels, the rear panel, and that top panel. Okay. Then what I did was I took it to the table saw, and with the table saw, I set the blade to half of the depth of each panel. As you can see here on the side here, let me try and get it from the top. You can kind of tell. All right, these were 1/2 inch thick, so I set my blade depth to 1/4 inch. Okay, and then what I did was I cut, I guess they would be called dados, into the sides and the top and the bottom of each panel so that I could fit them together when I glue them together. They fit together kind of like a puzzle piece. Okay, so I dadoed out all the edges and then glued all the corners together. Then I glued in the top and that bottom piece of plywood. After I glued it all together, I had essentially just a box that didn't open or anything. All the sides were closed. It was all glued up. And from there, I sanded it down. Okay, I started with a 120 grit, worked my way all the way up. 150, 180, 220, 320. I used 400, and then we jumped up to 800. Got it all nice and smooth. Okay, smoothed everything out with the sandpaper, and then I went back to my table saw. I determined how big I wanted the lid to be, and then I went over to the table saw. And I ran it through the table saw, all 4 sides, until the top popped off. And there you go. That's how you get your lid to your box. Then, after I did that, I got my hinges here on the back. Just put 3 basic hinges on it. Nothing fancy. Okay. That kept it all held together. And then we finished the wood with, I put 2 coats of this stuff here, sanding sealer. Now, normally I don't use this stuff, I usually just use like a polyurethane, but I was under the impression that the purple heartwood, over time, it'll begin to lose its purple color and it'll completely fade. And what I was told was that if you use some sanding sealer on it, it seals in the color so that the UV light and everything won't fade the color of the Purple Heart. So I did 2 coats of the sanding sealer, and then I came in with a clear gloss lacquer, just regular old lacquer, and I did 3 coats of the lacquer on there. That's how I got this mirror finish on there. And I think it came out pretty good, guys. But yeah, I mean, I hope she's pleased with it. I really put my heart into this one. You know, you only get one wooden anniversary, the 5th anniversary, and this was my chance to do something special from the heart that, you know, only I could do. You know, it's not some store-bought junk. So that's it. That's what I've been working on, guys. That's the project. But, you know, again, keep it a secret for the next 2 days for me. But I'm not going to post it until after our anniversary. But thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate it. And we'll catch you next time.